There you go. Hi, we did it. Oh my God. Technical difficulties figured out. It's just not Terry and time with Terry and Diane unless there's a technical difficulty. Hi, I'm Diana, and I'm one of the owners for the Stitch Your Soul. Terry's not here today, and Susie graciously offered to do it with me.
Yep.
So we're so lucky because she brought some of her, oh my God, wait till you see it, stitching. Hello, ladies. Everybody's starting to log on. Thank you very much. Our address for the shop. We have a in-store shop and we have an online shop. Our store location is 163 Delaware Ave, Delmar, New York. We also have a website that you can go to, and that's for the Stitch Your Soul. And you can do either way, shop here in the store, or you can go online and order stuff online, because we also have a calendar with all kinds of calendar events on it. Today is Wednesday, June 18th. This is video number 124. Our WIPCO number is 11 and 13, and 11 was the same as last month, but we just did it twice because it's fun to do it twice.
Right.
But this is Susie, and most of you ladies know Susie, but Susie's one of our, she did model stitching for the shop.
Yep.
She comes in and she stitches. She stitches on Thursday. Usually you'll find Susie here on Thursdays. And then she does occasionally, she comes in and stitches with the ladies on Saturday also. So, and Susie's brought some of her stuff that she's done. And majority of the stuff you can still get the patterns for. So if you like it, sing out and we can try and locate it for you. So she's going to show her stitching first, and then I will show mine, because we haven't been doing it I haven't done a video in 2 weeks now. So I've got not a lot, but I do have some stitching. A lot of the stitching I've been doing is model stitching for new stuff that's coming into the shop. So in that, unfortunately, I can't show, but Susie can. So take it away, Susie.
Okay, the first thing I'm going to show is 3 needlepoint pieces that I finished. One is purple anomies, and this is a long stitch piece. It's a Bothy Threads kit,
Okay.
and I'm sure that the girls could probably get a hold of it, a kit for you if you were interested.
Yeah, isn't that pretty? Okay, that's the this is the finished piece.
And then this is the pattern, the kit page. It's very easy. And they do sell blank canvas here in the shop too, if you're interested in starting some needlepoint or doing some other, like Bargello, long stitch like this is.
There's French knots in this.
Yeah.
Right there. I don't know if you can see it. That is really pretty. French knots.
And here's another one that goes with the set.
I'm going to just grab this back piece. Yeah, there's nothing on it so they can see it. Oh,
You got it?
yeah. Oh, that's pretty.
And again, it's long stitch, and the center does have some French knots.
Here's the French knots right here. Look how pretty those pinks are together. They play nice.
Yep. And here's the last one in the trio, the tulips.
You know what that would go good with? One of the ladies, the Saturday ladies is doing out of the magazine, Just Cross Stitch.
Oh, Jill.
Yes, she's doing the bunny rabbit and the tulips.
Yes.
Wouldn't that be pretty with it? Oh, that is
And
gorgeous.
she is a fast stitcher.
Yes, that is pretty.
So here's the two pages for the that show the kit that it's from.
Here's the key. And that's that.
And then here's the other one.
Well, oh, look at the line. Oh my God. Ladies, I don't know if this is going to do it justice, but her lines are perfect. There's only one other person that I know that gets the lines that perfect.
Lisa. This is an Erin Elizabeth design that I did on an Ada piece, just a scrap that I had.
You
And-
stitched on Ada?
Yeah, I did.
Wow.
It doesn't matter to me what it is, as long as I can stitch on it.
Isn't he cute?
And there's so many beautiful Adas now.
Yes.
And then this rabbit, I did take some whisper thread and went over him to give him like a little fuzzy effect. And again, that's a chart they can get in the shop.
Oh, isn't he cute? And the little bumblebees. The little bumblebees. That is adorable.
This is a Mill Hill kit that I don't know what the fabric is. It was just a scrap I found in one of my piles. And I like to stitch them on fabric. And I will make that into an ornament.
That is pretty. You know what it reminds me of? Like a prequel to the first chubby
Yeah.
bird,
Yep.
which I did, and I absolutely loved them.
And I love chickadees, so.
Yes. Oh, it's gorgeous.
And then this is another Mill Hill kit. It's a swallowtail butterfly. And again, that one I'm not going to make into an ornament. I want to find a tiny frame to put it in.
Oh, look at the beading on it.
Yeah.
Oh my God, that is
Everything
gorgeous.
comes in the kit, and it should still be available from Mill Hill.
What did you stitch it on? 32?
It's Lugana. No, it'd be a 14 because the fabric I picked to go with the kit instead of using the paper is a 14, so that's a 14 count.
They call
Or
that a
28.
bugle bead.
Yes.
I don't know if you could see it, but right here, they're bugle beads. I'm trying to, so you can glint a little bit of the light, but isn't that gorgeous? Oh, and the French knots? No, those are beads.
They're beads. It's
They're
all
beads.
mostly beads with
I was
some
gonna-
cross stitch.
I was going to say, I would kill myself if I had to do that many French knots. Oh my God. I would have instantly gone to the beads, but that's gorgeous.
Is there Krennics in that one?
Doesn't look it.
No.
Just beads.
Yep.
Very pretty.
I think this one is Primrose Cottage, but I don't remember if it's a freebie, but I think you can get that as a download from their website.
Oh, isn't that pretty? I like the colors. I like fall stitching.
Yeah, that's what I kind of sorted it out by season.
Okay, I'm going to flip it so I don't show any patterns.
There you go.
So I don't have to worry about giving a secret away. Ooh, tiny.
Yes.
Oh,
It's the
is this the model? No, it's not.
it's part of like the Tiny Town, the little extras that
Oh,
she does.
Oh my God, I can't think of what they call them. Oh my God, it went right out of my head. I can
Yeah,
see
it's
it.
Heart in Hand, but
Yep.
it's the small.
Oh God, what do they call them? Frills. Thank you, Lisa. The frill. That's cute. Look at this. It's a fox and a bird. How gorgeous is that? I love the flowers.
And it's done on 32 count, probably vintage country mocha.
Paula frill.
All right, and then this is an older Heart in Hand. I might have to pull it back a little.
Yeah. Oh,
And it's the autumn one, and there's buttons you sew on that. I'm probably going to make it like a little bell pull.
Oh, cute.
But you know, you have that box sitting there.
There's the button. There's a button. There's a button.
Stuff you need to finish.
Oh, it's a little tiny candy corn. Isn't that cute? Oh, I love the cat. Look at the cat and the whiskers. Oh, isn't that cute? Oh my God. And what did you say this was on? 32?
Yeah, it's 32. It might be platinum.
Looks it.
And then this is, I don't even remember where I got this. It might, oh, I know, it was out of one of the Just Cross Stitch magazines. But that's got some beading and specialty stitches.
Okay.
And I believe that variegated floss is a DMC.
Isn't that pretty? That is cute. Oh, I like how you did this. Look at the little scroll work next to the pumpkins and the beads. Ooh, talented.
Here's another, this
Love
one.
white pumpkins.
Oh, I can't think of it now. It's a chart that's still available. I think it's maybe a hands-on design one.
Looks like it. Look at the pretty white pumpkins. And what did you stitch this on? 32?
Yeah.
Yeah, because
I
you're usually
do
32 too. Yeah. That's pretty. Oh.
And this is how we can cripple a generation.
Why, yes, I can drive.
Stick.
Why, yes, I can drive a stick. I don't think they did.
And that's just a piece of tea dyed.
Is it?
Yeah.
This my son would get a kick out of because my son still drives a stick. His
It's
Jeep
been a lot
is.
of years since I drove one.
Yes.
And this one is one of my favorites that I finished like last Christmas. And I am going to pass the stash to Sarah, one of the Saturday stitchers.
Yeah.
It's Dirty Annie's German Santa. And again, that's something that they can still get here in the shop.
Actually, I still have one left.
Do you?
Yes. So if someone sees it, someone likes it and wants it, I still have some in the shop.
And there's the final piece. And there is some metallics in that. You can see like where his, like around his vest and stuff.
The gold. Just because I can't hold it. It's a big piece. Around anywhere where you see gold, that's metallic. And that is gorgeous. Look at, oh, did you change the eye color?
Yeah.
Yeah, I was just going to say, because I thought I saw that it was, I usually either do green or blue.
Yeah.
Yeah, because I don't like it when they do black.
It was too stark, really,
Yeah.
for his face.
Yeah, but that's adorable. And that is, well, it's a dog, and we know why.
Yeah, I'm a dog person. The next one is a Lizzie Kate kit.
Ooh.
It's an oldie that I had pulled out and just wanted to do. It's Jingle All the Way.
Isn't it cute?
And it came with the fabric to finish it. I mean, it's really beautiful fabric, too.
That is very pretty. Is that French General?
I
No, I don't think so.
It's, yeah.
I have to say, I do like Lizzie Kate's.
Yeah.
Whenever I see a Lizzie Kate, that and a Blackbird, I usually try and pick it up just because I really like it.
This is done on Mushroom Lugana.
How cute.
That's 28 count Mushroom Lugana.
How cute that is.
I know.
Oh,
I like the
bird.
elf and the bird.
Yep. She does a nice chart too. That's cute.
I think this one's Little House on the Prairie stitched on natural or raw linen.
Oh, that's pretty. I like the border. The border's birds. Isn't that nice?
I have a lot of finishing to do. I like to stitch more than finish.
Ah, now I feel bad because the little pitlin that I have. Ooh.
Oh, there's more at home, believe me.
Ooh.
This is a needlepoint polar bear. And that you
Oh.
can tell there's some metallics in there and just some different stitches.
Isn't that
That was actually something
cute?
I got off of eBay. Somebody had started it and they didn't want to finish it.
Look at the base. Isn't that pretty? Oh, that's gorgeous. Almost you didn't say it was a bear, you gave it a little bit of more of a pointy nose, I would have said that was one of your dogs.
Yeah, they do. As puppies, they look like polar bear cubs. I have Samoyeds. This is a heart and hand. It's one of the round designs.
Isn't it cute?
That's still available for purchase too.
The rounds, and I have a round finish, and I'll show you when I get to mine. But one of the candle stores, they do the design, the lids to the candles
Yeah.
are. I have my daughter loves candles. She gives me her lids, and that's what I do with my Christmas rounds.
That
I
one,
put them
oh,
in
sorry.
the. It's okay. I put them in the round.
That one will fit on those little dishes that you
Yeah,
have.
yeah.
And you still have some of those,
Yeah,
right?
yeah.
This came out of the needlework.
Punch needle.
Yes.
Punch needle.
Primitive.
Primitive. That's got to be an old one because I don't remember
A couple
seeing
years
that.
ago.
That is
And it's stitched
gorgeous.
on vintage country mocha 32 count.
Oh my God, that is absolutely gorgeous. Look at that. Oh, I even like the colors. Look how beautiful
That's
that
what I
bird
liked
is.
was the bird.
The bird. Oh my God, look at that. Oh, sorry. Look at that bird. Oh my God, that is gorgeous. I'm going to have to find this and stitch that.
I think
really
it came out in
like
chart
that.
form too.
Ooh, that is really pretty. And the 32, if she didn't say, 32 vintage country mocha. That's pretty. The colors look perfect.
This is a Brenda Gervais stitched on 32 count winter brew.
Ooh. That's pretty.
I love the snowman with the little deer.
Yeah. Oh, I like the snow, look at the deer. He's like looking up in wonder. It's just too cute. And the bird on the hat. Oh, it's adorable. And on the deer's back.
Yep.
Little chubby bird. That's cute.
This is a Prairie Schooler, the Cardinals, and it's stitched on 32 count natural. Those are very quick little stitches.
Oh, yeah. That's pretty. Now, was this off of a pattern that had more on the pattern?
Yes.
You just took this
No,
little.
Actually, it was out.
One of the small ones in the corner.
It was out of one of the ones that had several different.
Those are my favorites.
Yeah.
Those are my favorites.
Several different charts in it.
Oh, I love the birds in it. That's pretty.
This was out of, I think it was last year's Just Cross Stitch ornament book. And it's very hard for me to see to stitch on dark colored fabric, so I stitched it on Ada. And there's a couple
of beads. Look at the beads.
They called for it to be stitched, I think, but it just didn't show up well, so I went through my stash and found a couple of beads to put on there to bring it out a little more.
Gorgeous. And her backs are as perfect as her fronts. Nice. That is really pretty. I do love a good animal.
This is a Little House Needleworks chart on 32 count raw. And it's got some beads. I threw some beads on it.
Really pretty. Really, really pretty. Look at the bear.
This is an ornament I found. It's stitched on 28 count white Lugana, and it's one skein of thread, so it's very easy. And that is an available chart that you can purchase too.
Cat people. You cat people. I like how you did it on the red. That really, with the stark white.
Yeah.
Really, really looks pretty.
Oh, I like a lot of the Nordic patterns too. They're a lot of red and white, or red, white, and green.
It kind of, rather than have it being in one color, makes it stand out. And up against the stark white,
Right, it's a good, nice silhouette.
yes, beautiful.
This was a kit that I had purchased and I couldn't resist it.
Oh, cute.
It's stitched on 28 count white Lugana. I just thought the polar bear was really cute sliding down the hill.
This is something you would do. Yeah.
So that's it for the finished ones.
Okay. All right.
You have some finishes.
My finishes are only going to take a few minutes. I did a lot. I borrowed a pattern and I folded it. And I know a lot of people have this pattern. I don't know if you could see it. And it is a primrose cottage, and it's 1776. And that was it was so easy that almost too easy because I had to pull the lettering out twice because it was just too easy. It was just too easy. I did it small. So I did it on Storm, and it's 16 count, and I used 2 threads. I don't normally like to do 2 threads, but this one I did with 2 threads. This one, I started it Saturday here at the shop, and I finished it Saturday night. That's how easy. I would have been done even sooner had I not had to do this twice. Who am I kidding? 3 times. 3 times because I just couldn't get it right. Simpler it is sometimes, the harder it is for me. But that was a fun stitch. And this, I have just a really pretty silver lid, and I think I'm going to put it on just a little round. And I usually do for Vince 4th of July, a patriotic one. And I did multiple ones that you're going to see. And I asked him what one he wanted, and he wanted this one. So I will finish it ultimately the way he wants it finished to add to his collection. But if not, I wish I had done it on even smaller because I would have loved to put that in like the little pocket watch.
Oh.
I thought,
if you did it like on 28 count over one.
Yep. It would be perfect inside the pocket watch. Still have the pocket watch. I could still probably do it. This one is another borrowed pattern. And it's 3. There's 3 pillows. I think I showed 2 of the pillows last time I did the video, but I finished the 3rd one. And this is an Asbury Echoes stitches, and this was a borrowed pattern. And thank you, Laura, for letting me borrow. And then I did this, and this is just on natural, and this is 16 count, and I did it with 2 threads. And what I did was, because I knew Susie was going to be here, I did a little bit of the gold, and I did the chain in gold too. Because I thought when you see people walking down the street with the parades,
Yeah.
they have this, they're holding it, and it's usually gold or silver, and gold was sitting right next to me, so I just did it in gold. And I like this one though. I like this one of them all the best. And I already showed, I believe I showed it, but I'll show it again. I did this one, and I did the firecrackers, the top part of the firecracker in gold, which I really like.
What kind of gold was it?
I like, and I know not a lot of people like it, but I just use the DMC gold on the bobbin,
spool?
on the
Yeah.
spool, and I really, to me, it's easy to use. 1 strand small. I did do what you said. I did it small. It takes more to do it, but I'd rather it not twist, and I twist my needle.
And going in and out of the fabric kind of frays it too. And
yeah.
the longer piece you have, the more apt it's going to fray.
Right. So I just did just enough to do like maybe half, and then I took another piece to do the other half, and it worked out really, really good. I was really happy with that. And then the last one to that series, and I showed that one. This one took me half a night to do because I love to do letters. Letters are easy. Sometimes I have to do it twice, but this one I got away with doing it once. Okay. Now, I know I showed this one last week too, but I'm going to show it again. This is an artist design, and I really liked her. I call her Skipper because she's, I have another bunny that I did, and that one's more traditional, but she just reminds me of Skipper with the flip-flops and the pulling your hair up in a ponytail, the cheerleader one. But I did this. I did her on, I want to do her for the shop on an 11 count because I want her to stand. I just realized I forgot to put the bow on. But this here she is on 11. I love her. I love her.
She's cute.
Isn't she? I changed up the colors a little bit, and I did it on Sullivan's because that's what we carry in the shop. And I wanted to show everybody that you how cute it comes out with just Sullivan's, which is really pretty. And when if you get the pattern, what Amanda May does in her design, if you're gonna do Sullivan's, she gives you 2 threads, and then you put the 2 different threads together to create variegated if you don't want to use variegated.
Oh, like a tweed
Yep.
almost.
I decided I didn't want to do it. I wanted just to do it in straight Sullivan. So that's what I did. And then she's on 11 count white. And because I had so much fun with her, I did her on 18.
Her little sister.
Her little sister. Just the different colors. The other one was greens, and this one is more blues. I love the carrots, and she's on 18 with 1 thread. I had so much fun doing her. I did her in I did her in white, so she's white on white, and then the pink, and then I just have to do her, sew on her bows. But this one I'm going to keep for me because I really like her, and I probably will do her as a stand-up, even though she's so tiny, but I had so much fun doing it. And it's just not me if I don't do it twice. But that's all my finishes that I have so far. But that's only since last week and then I've been doing model stitching for the shop. So that's that. Now, what are you working on?
My whips.
Yep.
Okay, the first one is my Christmas whip that I try and stitch on the 25th of each month, so it's not got a lot of love lately.
Oh, that's pretty.
It's a Hobby House press, Feather Tree Christmas.
Isn't that pretty?
And I'm stitching it on XJU Designs Latte 32 count 2/2. That's real. Most of the stuff I stitch is 2/2. And I just have the Santa.
There. See if that shows up a little bit better. Isn't that pretty? That's pretty.
So that's a small start.
Hey, first step.
The next one is Needle Nook Treasures Star Stripes and Blooms. And this is also available, like, I believe, through Hoffman, where they order their charts from. It's a distributor that only shops can order from.
Isn't that pretty? Now, what are you stitching this one on?
32 count Vintage Country Mocha. I mean, I just love the way it stands out on that fabric. Look.
Isn't that pretty? I love the flag. And these are excuse me, these are peonies?
No, they're poppies.
Poppies? Oh yeah, because of 4th of July, yeah. Very, very pretty. My sister sees this, she's gonna make me do it because she loves poppies.
It's a pretty easy stitch.
Yeah.
Yeah. Okay, and the next one I'm working on is Blessings Be More by Erica Michaels. And I'm using 32 count Legacy linen from Picture This Plus.
Do you always use the called for?
Not always.
This
I
is
just
the pattern.
I just happened to have this and I really liked, you know, the antique look. Here's the threads
Ooh, pretty.
that it calls for.
Look at that. I love that. The variegation. I don't think you're going to be able to see it, but the variegation in this purple one is gorgeous.
Because that's going to be a change. I added the purple.
Oh, did you?
Yeah, because there was not like the thistle was done like in the gold color and I want it to be purple.
Oh, purple haze. Pretty. Very pretty.
And this is the,
Oh, can you see it okay? Oh, that's nice, Susie.
okay. The next one, it's came off of Etsy. I'm stitching it on 32 count spring spruce by Atomic Ranch. And that's the,
I hope the color comes through. I love the color in this. The color is what really makes it pop. Wow.
these are the colors.
Oh, nice. Oh, look at, oh, you got to show your thread drops too. Look at the thread drops. Aren't they cute? Are they all the same? Oh, no, she's got, oh. Isn't that cute?
And then I've only been working on it like a week, so there's only one flower done.
And this is what, Atomic Ranch?
Yeah, 32
Two
count spring spruce.
Very pretty. Very pretty. I don't think that's going to show through, but it's a very, very, very pretty.
Kind of like a mint
Minty.
blue,
Yeah.
mint green.
Yeah.
Because there's definitely blue in it.
Very pretty. Makes the flowers pop. Very, very pretty.
And this is my oldest whip, and I am like bound and determined to get it finished this year. It's a Cross Queen Collection Loon Lake,
Wow.
and the chart is still available. I looked it up to see if it was in Hoffman. So if anybody wants it, they can order it for you.
Oh my gosh.
And I don't, it's a 32 count linen, but I do not remember the name of it because I didn't use the call for.
That's pretty. Very, I mean, that's the color, the picture, and what you're stitching it on is very, very close. Okay. Oh, sorry.
And I got one loon done.
Look at that. Oh my God. That's huge. Oh my gosh.
It's a big piece. And
That is.
I actually have the stuff all ready to frame it.
Oh, wow.
The water glass, the 2 frames.
Actually, I have to say, Susie, there's a couple of the ladies, especially like this one, with this much detail in it. How big do you blow it up, the pattern? Your
Big.
working copy? Susie blows up her patterns. I mean, it's huge. I mean, to me, especially a pattern this intricate, especially like here, the feathers, she blows it up really, really big. And then you piece it together.
Yes, because there's also a lot of quarter stitches in there, 3/4 stitches. I mean, there's back stitching. I see that it looks like that. You have to blow it up because
Yeah.
you just you can't comfortably see it to work on the project.
A lot of the ladies do that with their working patterns. They blow them up. Like me, I don't like to use my pattern that I buy I don't like I don't, because I put notes on my patterns.
I do too.
If I change the color, what color I stitched the material on, if it's not called for, I even write on it. But when I do make a working copy, Vince has a really, really, really nice printer. What I have to do is I leave it under the glass, and when it prints out, even before I take it off the glass, I take the copy, I have to write copy across the top of it, because sometimes the pattern and the paper I use
Mhm.
is similar, and I can't
You can't
figure
tell
out
the
what
difference.
difference with it. But I like doing it, and what I started to do is when I use the working copy, I put the working copy, and I don't store, when I'm finished with the pattern, I put my patterns in a document protector. This one I printed with mine. As you could see, my printer was line in it. But and this one, obviously I didn't have to write copy on it because I got the line on it. But
And I use about the same thing. Mine just
Yeah.
doesn't go in the notebook.
yeah, I don't put them in notebooks. I have paper, and they stand up straight, and they stay in the document protectors. But what I started doing is folding up my working copy and putting my working copy in with my original.
So you have all your notes that you did.
Exactly. And what I also do is separately, because I just little,
OCD.
yeah, I have, which I get here, they're cards. You had one. It's just a card, and I don't have it in because usually I leave them home. Or I put them in the bag, inside the bag. I have a cardstock, and on it, it says who the designer is.
Yeah, it's like,
Yeah, it's like one of those. I have those, which we have here in the shop. I put all my notes on those. So that's that's how I do mine. Just because I don't want to ruin I can't. It's just not in me to do that. So I am only working on two things. One is, I hope you could see this okay. Um, I don't, this lady, I do enjoy this lady's patterns. One of the other ladies that comes in stitches on Thursday and Saturdays, I like the patterns that I see what she does, and I was like, oh, I really like that. And then she lets me borrow the pattern. And this, I believe you could still get, and it is Asbury Echoes. That's the name of it here. I am working on, I just picked this up Monday night, and I didn't get that far with it. This is the pattern, and this is what I'm doing it on. This is a 16 count, and I started it, and I did a little last night. I was running in 6 different directions last night, so I didn't do a lot of stitching. But I really like it, and it's on a 16 count natural. And I'm using 2 threads because I want it to stand out. And these are my favorite colors, and these are the colors. And I'm using a vintage floss drop. And if anybody's going to any of the retreats, a lot of us have this bag. And then what I did was I found a little scrap piece of material, photocopied the scrap piece of material, put a piece of cardboard on the back, and made it a
thread drop.
yep, just because I don't have enough to do. So there's 2 patterns that I want to start. And I love Little Dove Designs. The minute I saw it, I absolutely loved it. So as soon as I finish the one I'm doing with the flowers and the chickens, I'm going to do this one. And I want to start, because last year I got really, from October to December, I'm super, super busy. So I don't have time to stitch. And I like to do my grandson's pattern, do them ornaments. My three grandsons, my son, my daughter, and my son's better half, Tracy. I do an ornament for them. And the ornament, well, in between that, I can do this, which I really, really, I already have the frame for it. And I really want to get this done. I have everything. I got started putting the um, the colors on floss drops. Some of them are on old ones that are on bobbins. I have my two grandsons. We used to play cards and whatever. We played Old Maid. We did whatever. They don't do it anymore.
Right.
My grandson is 16. There's no way he's going to do
He
that.
started driving, so
Yes, there's no way. Cards. So what I did was, rather than, who wants? So what I did was I took the Old Maid cards, the Disney cards, all the other ones, and I just made them thread drops because it makes me think of my grandsons when I pull them
Well,
out.
and they're sturdy being
Yes,
a
they're
playing card.
cards, and for kids too. So I have a whole bunch of these, and I am doing it on parchment 20 count Ada. And I think that'll look pretty. It's a creamy white. It's not ivory, but it's like a creamy
Yeah.
shade of white.
And there's not a lot of modeling in it.
And I don't want, and that was the reason
It's
why
very
I
subtle.
did it, is because I wanted the color of the pattern to stand out. Now, in between, what I do is, to get things done, in between doing something like this, a big one, I do smalls. And the smalls I decided to do for ornaments for my gang, because they won't let me do stockings anymore. Franny Ritter.
Because you do have a few for each of them, right?
I think they each have like 3 or 4 stockings. Yes, that's mildly. That's the ones I stitched, fully stitched. Then they've got 3 or 4 of the cups that I stitched. And then I have their other ones that I had made for them, that they were embroidered. So they have 3 or 4 of those. So every year I take a different one. I'm trying to rectify that, because poor Vince only has one. So
So he doesn't match the others.
No, he doesn't. But what I did was, a couple years ago, which you would like, he did like a Nordic. He wanted a Nordic one, and he wanted it all in red. And it was the hat, the reindeers, the snowflakes, the gloves, the shirt, the sweater, and it was just all in a row. And then it just went like this. I did that. That took me 2 weeks to do, but I couldn't do anything else because I had just had surgery. So that worked out really good when I did that. So that one he has, I let him pick the color and I let him pick the fabric. And for the life of me, I can't remember. I think he wanted it because he wanted it in a certain, because Vince loves red, a certain red, and the brownish color looked really nice with, because my choice color would have been to do it on white, and he didn't want a white one. But Vince is a little picky because he has his stocking that he had when he was young. And Vince comes from a big family, and they all have their stockings.
So they could pass them down the line because everybody's a Vince.
Yep, that's true. But the pattern that I'm going to do is a small, and I forgot to grab it, which we have in the shop, and I'm doing the smalls of Franny Ritter. It's all the ornaments, and I made my list of threads that I need, and I've got a good piece of material, and I'm just gonna do them. I was gonna do them on the wood, but then I decided I kind of liked, I may do them on
Those
paper.
wood ornaments are really cute.
Yes,
Really
yes,
cute.
because we have a couple of her other ornaments, the gloves, and I think last year we did we did them for the sweater, and Franny did graciously did some patterns for us. We did Ornament of the Month last year, and we did it with JBW, Mindful Needle, and Franny Ritter. And Franny was December's, and it was on paper, and it's, oh my God, the colors that she chose in the stockings, gorgeous, absolutely gorgeous. And they were about this big, which is the perfect size for an ornament on the tree. And what I'm going to do is make them just a little bit bigger, and then put my grandsons and my son, daughter, and Tracy, their names on
Their
them,
names on them.
on the stockings. Yes. So I decided that's what I'm going to do for them for Christmas this year. I love them. When I didn't have time to stitch the December one of the stocking, that's when I said, that's what I'm going to do. So I bought one of the extra kits, because we bought a couple extra patterns, and I bought one. So I have it, and I'm going to do, Franny did a book
Mhm.
of smalls, and I just bought the book and said, I got time. I can do maybe one or two in between, and then get them done. Who knows? I may even have it done by October, and I don't have to worry about it. That would
Then
be
finishing
something.
them is another story.
That's what I was thinking. But if I do them on paper,
Oh, you
which
can
I
just
might do, I
put felt on the back.
back of it, and then put them.
Or even scrapbook paper.
I did last year for my little tree. I did reindeers. I found reindeers in different Christmas patterns, and I just stitched reindeers, and I stitched just some snowmen that I found, because snowmen at Christmas time are easy to find. And I had one where it's cute, and I can't remember the name of it. It's a path going up the mountain, and the snow is on the sides of the mountain. It's like a shoveled path, and all the way up the path of the mountain is all snowmen, all different
that
kinds of
sounds really
snowmen.
cute.
In fact, I'll dig that pattern out, and I loved it. And then I bought another pattern, Christmas trees, Christmas Tree Farm, I think was the name of it, and it was all different Christmas trees, and I did those.
Which one? Do you know who did it?
Actually, the very first retreat that I came to 4 years ago, Terry just moved here.
Mhm.
She just moved here, so it had to be 3 years ago. The year that she did before me, she did the tote bags that look like this. She gave as the gift. She did put the Stitcher Soul's name on it, and then the background fabric was this. And she had some patterns in there,
Mhm.
and I want to say, was it a Glendon Place? And it wasn't. It's just small. It's not. I did it as a pillow, and it's Christmas tree. It's different, all different Christmas trees, and I did it on a pretty, like this color green.
Almost like a sea kind of green.
Seafoamish
Seafoam.
color green, because I wanted the white to stand out a little bit, because sometimes you still get a little green with the snow doesn't cover all of it. So what I did was, rather than do it on white, I wanted the white to stand out a little bit.
Yeah.
So I didn't do white on white. I did it on the green, and I absolutely love it. It's one of my pillows that I put out for Christmas. It only comes in and it comes out. I have a couple of them big ones that I did, and I do them on a big count because they're fast, and I can stitch those lickety split. All righty. I think that's it for stitching. I hope everybody had a nice time seeing what I stitched and the beautiful work that Susie stitched. Oh, yes. Yep, I knew Paula would get it. I think it's Christmas Tree Farm. Yes. It's either Rosewood Manor or Glendon Place. For some reason, I thought it was, I think it I think it's Glendon Place. I think you're right. It's Glendon Place, but I absolutely love it. I would probably do it again, and maybe at a different color, and then put it on because I usually put it on the couch. Maybe did it just a little bit opposite in a different color, but I did like it, and it was a very nice, fun stitch to do. Um, we just have a little bit of time left. So I guess I'm going to say just maybe updates for the shop. Um, I've got some packages in today. I haven't had a chance to go through them. I would show the bag of the month, but I sold them all before I even had a chance. The various ladies in the shop do the bag of the month, and a good portion of the bag of the month went to that. And then I was putting the charms on, and some of the ladies that come in had seen it, loved it, and they snapped them up.
It was a gardening thing, wasn't it?
Yep. And the zipper pulls, I found really pretty tulips, and they were all like pinks, purples, reds, all different colors. And I don't even have a bag left to show. That's how many. Usually I can grab one and save one. As soon as I put the charms on, they were zipping them off. Lisa couldn't
Deb
even.
Walker does a nice job on the bags.
So
Very good quality.
Lisa, I couldn't even give. I mean, as soon as they were done, Lisa barcoded them. They were gone. So I would have loved to show it to you, but by the time if I was to reorder them, it would be the time for the new bag. And the 4th of July one is another really, really popular one in the shop too. So what I will do is I will hide one. So, so the 4th of July one, I will be able to show. The fabric of the month hasn't come in yet because it comes in at the end. So I'm expecting that to come in sometime next week. The only other thing I can think to do is in July, we are doing our birthday party, and that's on July 19th. We do birthday party because it's my birthday, it's Terry's birthday, and it's the shop's birthday. And we have a couple other ladies that their birthdays are in July, and that's Patty. But the 2 birthdays for this month in June are, where's my sheet of paper? June. Noelle's. And Noelle's is, as a matter of fact, Noelle's birthday is tomorrow, the 19th. And we're wishing her
Happy
an
birthday,
early
Noelle.
And next week, I'm going to say it twice. Next week is Laura Warner, and I call her Sunshine. Because she's, I don't know, you got to see Laura because oh my God, she's just the kindest person you
She
ever
really
want to
is.
meet. And can that woman cook? Woo! And to be completely honest,
stitch.
and stitch, yes,
I don't know how she stitches as much as
she does. But crossing my fingers, and my knees are crossed, my legs are crossed, that she's going to be in Susie's spot next week. I got her so close to coming in. But she said she's thinking seriously of doing it. So we're just going to kind of push her over the edge a little bit. So if everybody that logged on today would do me a huge favor. Put a little note in saying, please, Laura, do it. Please, Laura, do it. Sign out, go back in and leave a comment asking Laura, and then I'll show her, which she'll probably look at. And I'm hoping that'll push her over the edge. Plus, if you're new to the channel, I would love it if you would subscribe and leave a comment, because that pushes us out into the algorithm so more and more people can see us, because we're picking up quite a few people, but I'd like to get a little bit more. We're steadily moving up the chain, but I would like to over the edge a little bit. So if everybody would do that, leave a comment for Laura as inspiration, and then
She has some beautiful 4th of July stuff.
oh, she does. And her stitching is gorgeous. Majority of the time I'll see her stitch something, and then I will kind of snuggle up to her and say to her, please, can I borrow? Please, can I borrow that pattern? I am still working on getting her here. I have one more week that I think I need somebody to come with me, and I got someone in mind, but I'm gonna wait, and then I'll probably do the same thing the following week and have everybody leave a comment for her to do it. But she's leaning towards it, so I'm gonna try. But no. Lisa's over there saying, "Don't look at me." No. And let me also point out, she's over there cheating. She's doing. We're doing the just cross stitch, the stitch along the 4 seasons, and she just, because I have so many other things, I try to give it at least one day, but it's like at nighttime. And I don't always, something bumps where I can't get it, like I can get 2 threads in, but I try to at least do 1 thread.
Maybe she doesn't have to come on camera, but she can show us what she's doing.
Oh yeah. And she's like, I was ahead of her, and now she's completely, I mean, I'm still here, right here. This is where I am. Look what she's done. And she's over there stitching and cheating. And I'm sticking with that she's cheating. But isn't that gorgeous? This is on Bestitch Me, Moon Moth. Luna Moth. And you're using not all the color for color. Yes, because this isn't going to show up. And some of the, it was a problem with the whites and the very faint, and I love the pink in it. Look at that. Isn't that pretty? And the little delicate flower.
Are you stitching it with 1 or 2 strands?
Mostly 1, except for the white.
The white up here was very hard to see, so she stitched that with 2 strands, and that's really showing up now.
Yep. And she's stitching it on 16. Oh, look at her little.
20.
Oh, it's 20?
It's 20.
Oh, it's 20. That's got to be hard doing. Do you find it hard doing 2 threads through 20?
But that's why the white
shows up
so well now.
Yep.
But the rest of it's just 1 strand.
Because I will say the white was a hard stitch. I am doing mine on a blue, almost like this color blue. That shade of blue, not quite as dark, but and I am doing mine on a 20 also. And the white does, it does show pretty good. But my problem is, I think I have to do, because the pink isn't showing as nice as her pink is, I think I have to do the opposite. I can get away with 1 strand of the white, but I think I'm going to try and to outline it and do it 2 in pink, which is really, really nice. But that's what Lisa's doing. And I like her little otter.
Yeah, I like the otters.
The otters. And that's a different, look at that. Did you get this?
Etsy.
Etsy? Wow. It's got a whole, I don't want to show you the back, but another back that's
Her back
nice.
is good.
Her back is nice. Nice job. The faster I stitch and the closer to getting done that I am is when I get messy with my backs. I start out saying these backs are going to be impeccable, and it just goes by the
Kind of
wayside.
doesn't matter the back.
Yeah, I know, but I try because sometimes I forget what I'm doing or I'll show something and it's the wrong way, and it's like everybody's going to say, "Look at the back on that. That's disgusting." Oh well. All righty. So I will be here next week. Hopefully Sunshine will be here next week. I want to say thank you to Susie and her
You're welcome.
beautiful stitching. And she was a little worried about doing it today, but I think she did a beautiful
Thank
job. So please leave a comment at the end for inspiration to get. So Laura, or AKA Sunshine, will come on and do it with me next week because she has some gorgeous stitching. Her and Susie, I'm telling you, they're
And
beautiful stitching.
we're both from the same town.
That's right. That's right. Yes, you know a lot of the same people. Yes. So anybody in town that watches this and knows Laura, please stop her in the street. Say, please do the show with Diane. All righty. Thank you for showing. Thank you for leaving a comment. Thank you for liking it. And I will see you next Wednesday. Thank you. Have a great day.
Happy stitching.